Hello, and thank you so much for joining us here. I'm Netta Irampour. Here at CBS 8, we are working for you. We're getting to the bottom of problems that you have asked us about, and we're looking for solutions. So we're going to start here with near Mission Bay. In recent months, we've brought you several stories about the RVs that are parked right near the water. Many have been parked for days or even weeks, with some critics saying the area turned into a neglected encampment. And now the city is enforcing its vehicle habitation ordinance. CBS 8's Shannon Handy working for you and checked in with police to see the progress they've made so far.
Just before the 4th of July, San Diego police said they would be writing more citations to people staying in their vehicles overnight around Mission Bay. I decided to check in to see how their enforcement is going. Over the past 2 weeks, San Diego police say they put more effort into enforcing the city's vehicle habitation ordinance, particularly around Mission Bay.
Primarily during the hours between 0200 and 0600 in the morning.
While all vehicles, including oversized ones, can be here during the day, a San Diego city ordinance doesn't allow for overnight habitation, but it hasn't always been enforced. Last February, the city settled a class action lawsuit filed by people who live in their vehicles. As part of that settlement, police can't cite them unless they have a place for them to go, such as a safe parking lot. This past May, the city opened H Barracks, making room for more vehicles, including oversized ones, which in turn has given police authority to enforce the law.
That's the whole idea behind the H Barracks, is to provide safe parking for people that are living in their vehicles. If they say yes, great. If they don't, then they're issued a citation.
Acting Lieutenant Brent DeVore says he has a team of officers dedicated to this issue out 6 nights a week. Between July 5th and July 11th, they wrote 46 citations for overnight habitation, along with 188 tickets for other parking violations. But that's only led to 3 successful referrals to a safe parking lot.
For whatever reason, they don't seem to want to take advantage of these resources.
This is drone video we took on June 26. Compare that to today, and not much has changed.
This is just 4 of them.
Elizabeth Anderson showed me the tickets she's received, explaining why she chooses to stay put.
Because in the evening when they're not manned, there's maybe a security guard, but he turns a blind eye to all the drug activity. The sad thing, there's no real affordable rentals anywhere.
Meanwhile, San Diego police admit it's going to take time to see any real progress around Mission Bay despite their best efforts.
Slow and steady is going to win the race here. We will be consistent and persistent in trying to have these people take advantage of the resources that the city's providing.
As officers were out yesterday writing tickets, cell phone video captured an apparent ICE raid. I asked Acting Lieutenant DeVore about that. He says it's a separate issue that SDPD had nothing to do with.
Any kind of ICE interaction that happens to appear to be involved with any of our overnight vehicle operations is 100% completely coincidental. We have nothing to do with them. They have nothing to do with us.
Shannon Handy, CBS 8.
And now here's something a lot of you have asked about. San Diego officials rolling out how a proposal for paid parking in Balboa Park would work. So parking lots inside the park will be split into 3 price tiers based on proximity to the center of the park. San Diego residents would be able to get a discount through a permit system. The city also wants to install parking meters and charge $2.50 per hour. That would be for streets including Park Boulevard through the park and 6th Avenue. This proposal will be presented to City Council by the end of the month. The zoo parking, I should point out, would not be changing in this proposal. It's a transformation now years in the making. A once troubled freeway embankment in National City, long plagued by encampments and debris, has now been completely revitalized. Look how different it is. CBS 8's Brian White has been following this story from the start and shows us the final results.
Yeah, the transformation is amazing. Take a look over here. Caltrans did a great job of securing the area with this heavy-duty gate. And if you look over here, you can see the hard-scaped rocks and the tall fencing surrounding the entire perimeter here. But before you see the rest, let's show you what it looked like before. For years, tents and trash have been the norm here alongside the 805 freeway just south of East Plaza Boulevard, right behind several apartment complexes.
It was actually one of the largest encampments in the area. There was easily more than 100 people in there, you know, with the carts and the cardboard, the trash.
In December, we showed you construction for a massive $5 million makeover here, a Caltrans beautification project paid for with grant money from the Clean California Initiative.
It actually looks really nice. I like what they did to it. Looks more clean.
Crews hardscaped the area with drought-tolerant plants, installed heavy-duty fencing, and added rock barriers to prevent encampments from returning.
It looks a lot nicer. It's very maintainable. The fences are very strong. It has a good appearance.
Neighbors say not only is the area cleaner, but they feel safer.
You know, it's always that fear in the back of your head that somebody might break into your stuff. But I feel like it's just been, since they built that, it's been a lot more easygoing.
But while one side of the freeway has been cleaned up, neighbors like Gil Garcia, who did not want to go on camera, say the problem has just shifted.
The homeless have moved to the other side of the highway, which has created another problem, because now you, instead of having 25, 50 people over there, you've doubled it. So it's good on one side, but the other side needs work also.
Still, many here agree this project is a major step forward.
I really appreciate it. I feel like it really brings up the neighborhood a little bit, makes it look a little bit nicer.
Caltrans says the project is designed to be permanent with long-term maintenance in mind. Neighbors say they're hopeful the other side of the freeway will get some attention next. In National City, Brian White, CBS 8.
What a difference there, right? Chula Vista is now poised to become a significant player in the entertainment industry. And that's thanks to this major new project in the South Bay. CBS 8's Alex Lai recently toured this new creative hub, which aims to revitalize film and television production in San Diego.
This building has the potential to become a mini Hollywood right in Chula Vista. Now, the inside isn't finished yet, but we got an inside look at what it could become. Inside, the new Millennia building is bare, but the vision for it is bold.
We're going to head up to the 3rd and 4th floors, which are going to be the home of the Chula Vista Entertainment Complex, or CVEC.
San Diego native and CVEC founder Aaron David Roberts showed me around the future creative space.
The 3rd floor is really going to be our community hub and kind of our creator space.
It's designed for content creators of all kinds who can rent a space to work and collaborate.
We're going to really build it out with a bunch of different types of amenities, studios, podcast rooms, edit bays, meeting spaces, and it's really supposed to be a place that the creative community in San Diego comes together.
Roberts says it will likely offer monthly memberships and day passes at a good price.
Our goal is to keep them really affordable for your student, your person just starting out, all the way up to even your professional creative.
Now up to the 4th floor.
This is where our executive offices are going to be. This is where we're going to have post-production facilities for Hollywood film and television.
It'll go hand in hand with phase 2 of CVEC, plans to build movie sets on 90,000 square feet of land right across the street.
We're going to have about 4 different sized production studios, which will be the initial hub of all the film and television work that we hope to bring back to San Diego County and Chula Vista.
The production sets are expected to open in summer 2027. CVEC's creator spaces are on track for summer 2026. The first 2 floors of the building will house Chula Vista's new public library.
Really building something that can put Chula Vista on the map as, honestly, a mini Hollywood or a next real up-and-coming film hub in the country.
And CVEC is hosting an open house on Saturday, August 2nd for the public to check out the space. Reporting in Chula Vista, Alex Lai, CBS 8.
And now we are getting closer to the day when homeowners in San Diego will have to pay for trash service. Coming up, this important deadline for many residents and how it determines how much you'll end up paying. Plus, another major development is in the works for the Chula Vista Bayfront. A lot to come there. The major hurdle that it just cleared. Welcome back here. If you live in a single family home in the city of San Diego, you'll want to listen to this. You're about to get brand new trash bins and new ones, whether you want them or not. A new city website went live where you'll be able to choose the size that you get. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal working for you on what you need to know when you're choosing a bin.
That's right. There is a lot of information out there. But first, let's talk about the different size bins you can choose from. So here we have the 95-gallon bin, the largest one. That is the one that most people have already. Next to it is the 65-gallon bin, which you can see is the same height as the largest one. It's just a little bit skinnier. And then you have the 35-gallon bin. That is the cheapest. Now, San Diegans have until September 30th to make a choice. The new residential waste collection services portal went live today, which is where you will be able to choose your trash bin size. You just set up an account, put in your email, pick a password. You will need a code that's coming in the mail to you from the city.
We are inviting residents to sign on once they receive a mailer from the department. They're going to start going out today. We are sending them out in waves over the next couple of weeks, and that mailer will have a unique code specific to your property.
With that code, you can choose between 3 bin sizes. Each carries a different price tag. A 95-gallon trash bundle is $43.60 a month. A 65-gallon bin is $38.94 a month. And the 35-gallon bin is $32.82 a month. You can also add more containers if you like for an additional fee. Now, if you don't select any of these options, you will be sent the largest and most expensive size, the 95-gallon bin. If you want to switch it out for a smaller one, you have 30 days to do so. The city says even after you physically get your new container, you can change your mind.
Once they see it in person physically, if they realize that they made a selection by mistake, they do have the opportunity to swap out 30 days after that, similar to what we did when we did the rollout of the green organics containers.
And when it comes to billing,
folks will see this fee on their tax roll from the county in the fall, and they'll pay it into installments once this end of this year and then once in the spring. The fee is based on a monthly rate, but they will see that fee on an annual basis on their county tax roll bill.
And the new bins will start rolling out in October. But again, the key date to note is September 30th. Make sure you log on to that portal and make your choice before the end of September, or you're going to be sent the largest bin, which is the most expensive, and then you'll have to deal with switching it out. So we do have a link to that portal up on our website, cbs8.com. Just click on this story. Working for you, Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
Yeah, either way, you make sure you get on that website to make your choice. And now look at these. They are rare, they are radiant, and they just rode a warm current right into San Diego. A handful of these stunning violet sea snails have made a surprise appearance at La Jolla Shores. It's not a place they typically are found. They're called janthina, and they usually drift in warm, open ocean currents, floating their entire lives on the ocean's surface. This violet color that you see actually helps them with survival. There's a reason for it. They're darker on the top to hide from birds above, and then they're lighter underneath, and that's to camouflage from predators below. Really fascinating. We talked to a PhD candidate at Scripps Institution of Oceanography who discovered the snails a few weeks ago while walking her dog on the beach.
Finding these shells was so exciting for me. It was honestly like a dream come true.
I love her excitement for it. This is great. The last time these snails were seen in San Diego was way back in 2015. So she had a great eye to notice them. Scientists believe a patch of unusually warm water helped push them here towards land. Not normal for us. The Port of San Diego unanimously voted to approve this, a new sports and entertainment complex in Chula Vista. This project being dubbed Pangea, and it would transform 124 acres of the bayfront. So this is the land right now. Major changes coming. Mayor John McCann says phase 1 would include athletic facilities like a tennis center and water polo academy, plus office buildings, hotels, and a public trail. The next phase would then include the vision for a 50,000-seat soccer stadium. Do you have pet insurance? Coming up here, how a new law in California is affecting how much people are now paying for their coverage. Welcome back here. So pet owners, listen to this. You may have noticed this. People are paying more each month to have their animals covered by insurance. For one family in the Talmadge area, a new state law nearly tripled their bill. CBS 8's Jenny Day working for you to learn why.
Yeah, I'll introduce you to a family who chose to cancel after their pet insurance for 2 cats went from around $80 a month to now more than $220.
Here's our folders on the Richie and Cyrano. $84 for an office visit. That's actually more than my doctor gets. The extraction, the anesthesia. So this was close to $1,000.
The two most common insurance claims include eating something they shouldn't have or breaking a leg. Now both of those will cost you more.
But it was a good peace of mind.
But now, like millions of other Californians, cat lover Paul Kruger got a letter from his insurance company saying your state has updated the insurance code to adopt new pet insurance regulations.
Insurance had almost tripled. We were like, no way. I mean, this is going to be like $2,500 a year.
They have two cats and a dog named Fen. This is Cyrano, and we found Richie under the bed. The Kruger family has had pet insurance for 30 years. That is until Senate Bill 1217 passed.
It's another example of how government sometimes tries to solve a problem without realizing what the consequence is.
I learned the new legislation expands coverage for some things like pre-existing conditions, meaning more claims, and it shrinks the grace period for when coverage kicks in from 30 days to just 2 days, meaning more claims. Also, more people are protecting their pets, and with that comes a higher price.
We did use the policy for one cat had some dental problems and gotten a couple fights because they're outdoor-indoor. But as everybody knows, the coverage is, what you actually get when they write you the check is not very much. So it was always dicey from the beginning about whether it was worth it.
Our best advice, shop around, ask if there are ways to save, or given our proximity to Mexico, consider coverage in Tijuana. One insurance company tells me premiums are based on the collective experience of all pets insured in California.
Now we'll just hope for the best.
Working for you in Talmadge, Jenny Day, CBS 8.
And now for this, has a lot of us talking. This building that houses a San Diego icon is up for sale. You know the place. Las Cuatro Milpas and the property right next door are now for sale for just under $2 million. The owner of this so popular restaurant, they say they've been thinking about this decision for a few years now. They are now both in their 80s. They've been doing this their whole lives. They've been working at the restaurant since they were kids. We talked with their niece, Beatriz Rodriguez, who got emotional about the end of this era.
There's so many hard things, but closing the chapter of a dream that started in 1930 from my great-grandparents, I think that's the hardest.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, almost 100 years that restaurant's been there. Long line pretty much every single day from open to close. The family tells us they've gotten interest from people who would like to preserve the business and the property as a whole. This recent development comes as the county treasurer tax collectors did confirm to CBS 8 that the property holding the restaurant owes tens of thousands of dollars in unpaid taxes. So we'll keep you posted on what happens with that restaurant. That's going to do it for us here. Remember, if there's something you want us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. Have a great day, everybody.